Hello fellow geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I'm glad you're here today because it is time for the October update. That is where we take a look at what has happened over the last month of training, look at any races or medals that have been completed in the last month, take a look at any new gear or equipment that I have taken on, and talk a little bit about what's going to be coming up over the next month. If this is your first time here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of the running content that I have coming out all the time. And if you are a regular subscriber here, why don't you make sure to comment down below or give this video a big thumbs up. Both of those help out the channel and get us out in front of new runners just like you. But let's start off like we always do by taking a look at training for the month of October. Many of you know that I have been in training for the Little Rock Marathon. Let's take a look at how things have gone over the past few weeks. Hello everyone. It's the first weekend of October. It's been October for a couple of days now. Been just kind of meh so far. My Thursdays, I usually do drills, either speed or hills. This time around it was speed, but I have been really sick. Seasonal depression is setting in, so energy is at an all-time low. I went out for a speed session and I think I did 3, maybe 4 30-second sprints with a walking recovery. And then the rest of the time I just took a walk because I just did not have anything in me to do anything more than that. Managed to get a 10K in for my long run that was on the treadmill so I could stick close to home because again I was not feeling well and I didn't want to be out and about and then just collapse. That would be really bad. So starting to finally feel better. I'm trying to take it easy to give my body more of a chance to recover, but I am still trying to stay consistent. That is my thing. I am tenacious and consistent. That's kind of me in a nutshell. So we're just gonna take each day, one day at a time, see how things go this weekend. So we'll catch back up. And we are back for another week. And I would say that physically, feeling pretty strong. I've gotten over seasonal allergies, feeling a lot better. Mentally, not so much. It's really been a struggle to force myself to get out and run, and once I start running, to keep running. But I keep winning that nice little battle with my brain. So I think once I get out of this slump, then mentally I'll be a little bit stronger, and that'll really help out a lot. Over the weekend, I managed to escape out to the trails, had a wonderful run there. It was very refreshing, really needed it. There's a link up here to a video about that if you'd like to take a look at it. But the plan for this weekend is to go on my longest run ever. And again, it may have to be on the treadmill depending on what I have going on over the weekend. So we shall see. Okay, so made it through another week and my long run was my longest run ever. I managed to get someone to take over the responsibilities at home so that I could run outside for the entire time. There is a biking trail here in town that runs through the park. It goes about 4.5 miles. So I just did that out and back several times. At the end of each out and back, I would stop in my car, get something to drink and refuel, and managed to make it through 24 miles. I'm not gonna lie, after mile 21, my feet were so sore and swollen, it was really hard to get through, and my left hamstring kept wanting to tighten up. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and make sure that everything's good to go, but at least now I know I can get through that distance. So as of right now, I've got a month until the Little Rock Marathon. So I'm going to be concentrating on making sure that I fully recover. I've been taking it easy since then, just trying to stick to walks and some very easy short jogs. And I am just recovering and building up to make sure that I can run comfortably and easily again with no injuries, and then I will start the taper. So let's see what happens next. Okay, so another week has gone by. We are about to wrap up the month of October. I managed to run consistently. The times are going down as the temperatures are dropping. The runs are feeling really good. Recovered after that 24-mile run. Starting to get kind of back into the groove of things. I'm gonna try doing some long runs, but probably just around 7 to 10 miles. Gonna start taper pretty soon. And in this last weekend for my long run, I did a little bit of trail running in a new area, explored some trails in a state park here. I'm going to have a link up here to the video in case you missed it. And we're just going to go into November looking at how we can stay healthy and maintain the training going into the Little Rock Marathon. So let's take it back inside. So there you have it, just some little snippets about how I feel about how training has gone over the month of October. Again, a lot of strength training has just fallen to the wayside. There's only so many hours in the day, but I feel very confident in what I have accomplished so far that it's enough to keep me going across the finish line. And I will tackle more of that as I get a little bit more time into my schedule, hopefully over the next couple of months or so. And as you saw, I did do my last big long run before the marathon, and that was 24 miles. That is the longest I have ever run before, and I feel very convinced now that I should be able to handle the distance. As far as where I am going, as far as pace, a strategy, fueling plan, I do plan on having a video coming up on that very soon, so make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss any of that information that is going to be coming out. I am going to be starting my taper before the marathon, and as I have mentioned before, I do think I do want to get at least one trail run in during the course of that taper. I do find it's a wonderful way to change things up. It kind of works different muscles in my body. It's very refreshing, and it's a great way to just kind of enjoy myself, maybe stave off the taper tantrums for a little bit longer. Moving on to races and medals for the month of October, I didn't really do a whole lot race-wise because I am currently just focusing all of my effort into being sure that I am ready for the Little Rock Marathon. So not really any IRL races in the area right now. I am kind of keeping an eye out for something past the Little Rock Marathon to maybe do. I do know that there tend to be a few more races around December for the end of the year, a lot of Christmas runs and things like that, so I'll be keeping my eye open for that without trying to wear myself out too much because I do have the Walt Disney World Marathon coming up in January. Those of you who have been watching the channel a while know that myself and 9 other ladies are part of a team where we are accumulating miles in order to complete the circumpolar race around the world. And we have, just as of yesterday, we have finished Region 10 and are moving on to Region 11. So as soon as I get the medal in for Region 10, I will be sharing that with you. And of course, once I have all of my medals in, I'm going to be putting them in the medal holder that they have sent to me, and I will show that off as well. So stay tuned. Also, a thing that I have been doing every year is through Run the Edge, doing the Run the Year Challenge, where whatever year it is, that's how many miles that I will try to run over the course of the year. So this year being 2021, it was 2,021 miles, and I am registered for their Run the Year 2022 challenge. When the kit for that does get here, I will be doing an unboxing video so you can see everything that you get when you register for it. And I did the Let's Do It All registration, which also included registration for their Streaker series and their Hug a Runner 5K. So I'm going to get that as well. So I'm going to be showing you everything that you're going to be getting in that kit. So if you're on the fence, you're not really sure if you want to take on that challenge, then maybe this will convince you that it is worth the money. And it's a wonderful thing that you can do for yourself. You have the entire year to get it done, or if you don't think you can do that many miles by yourself, then you can join with other people to create a team to do the 2022 miles collectively. So stay tuned for that because that will be coming up as well. Moving on to new gear for the month of October, I really only got one thing, but boy has it made a difference, and that is a pair of runderwear. If you're not familiar with runderwear, they are a UK-based company that makes underwear specifically for runners. They say it is the next best thing to running commando, and boy howdy do they mean it. Now it is a 360-degree construction with no seams, so nothing to rub up against you and chafe while you are out running. It is super lightweight, nice and stretchy, and the material is moisture wicking. It is probably the most comfortable thing I have ever worn in my entire life. I was given a discount code through a group that I'm in order to pick up a pair, so I thought, why not? I've heard a lot of people rave about it, and I can totally understand why. So I used my discount, and of course your girl got some hot pink ones. Now these are the brief style, and they come in a lot of different other styles as well. They have the brief style, they have hipster, they have boy short, they have shorts, they have even a running thong. Who knew that that was a thing? But if you're interested in running in a thong, then check out Runderwear. They have things for both men and women, and let me just say that these things are a game changer. I have never been so comfortable in a long run. Absolutely no chafing. Moisture was wicked away, and I cannot say enough about these. So I'm going to put a link down in the description so you can check out Runderwear for yourself. Definitely you are going to want to get a pair of these if you don't have them in your collection already. Coming up on the channel, as I mentioned, the big thing next month is going to be the Little Rock Marathon. So stay tuned for some of my marathon prep, what I'm going to be doing in order to get ready in the last little bit before the actual marathon itself, and then of course a race report on marathon day. You'll also get a look at the costume that I plan on wearing for the Little Rock Marathon. Here's a quick peek. That's all you get. Okay, the rest of it, you're gonna have to wait for my costume reveal, so make sure that you are staying tuned to the channel so that you don't miss that as well. As I mentioned earlier, as soon as the Run the Year kit gets here, I'm going to be doing an unboxing on that so you can see everything that you get in that kit. And continuing my Run the USA series, we have taken a look at several states so far, and I'm going to be taking a look next at the state of Delaware. So if you have run some races in Delaware, or if you know of any great races in Delaware, make sure that you mention them down in the comments below, and I will check them out and see if I can add those to my Delaware report. As usual, I just want to remind you that every month I have a monthly playlist available on Spotify. So if you need about 30 to 45 minutes of music just to maybe go on a shakeout run or an easy run or even a nice comfortable walk, you have some appropriate music in order to do so. I'm going to put a link down below so that you can find that Spotify play link. Since it is November and it is Thanksgiving month here in the States, then everything is going to be themed around eating and being at home. So make sure that you check out that playlist. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. I'm also going to have a link down below for the 2021 playlist, and that is every track that I have chosen so far this year for every month, all put together in one mega playlist. So if you're needing lots of music for lots of long runs, you just want some upbeat stuff to listen to, then check that one out. So that does it for the month of October. Why don't you let me know down below how things are going for you? Are you training for anything right now? Or maybe you're just kind of taking it easy? Why don't you let me know how your month has gone? I would love to hear about it. Once again, if you're not subscribed, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of the running content I have coming out all the time. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for being here for another month. I'm so glad you're here, and I can't wait to see you next time. Happy running!